Well, it was in my childhood days. Oh Lord, many long years ago. Now with the spirit.
Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome. Good morning to Cooking with Carl and Baking with Becca. It's nice to have you today. And what are we making today, Carl?
Chicken Parmesan. It's a classic.
A classic from where?
MB.
I
Apparently, it was first done with eggplant. Was what I heard.
Eggplant Parmesan.
That was the original.
That sounds like Italian food to me.
Well, probably is Italian. Parmesan.
Parmigiano.
Right.
So maybe we'll talk a little bit about what goes into a chicken parm first before we actually get into it. So I'm going to talk about the sauce. So we're actually going to make this in a couple of parts. Carl's taking care of our awesome protein today.
We had to, well, we didn't have to. You could marinate for 15 minutes or even a day. I thought we'd make these real nice and fancy. So earlier I split our chicken breasts, 3 chicken breasts. I split into 6 fillets and 2 eggs, garlic, salt, pepper, and parsley. And then I just let it sit for about half an hour now, covered up. So kind of ready to go. At
room temperature, that's important when you're going to cook a protein. Let it come up to room temperature so that it actually cooks evenly in your pan.
And then you're going to do the sauce from scratch, which is wild.
I am.
Yeah.
So in my sauce, I've got 4 packages of grape tomatoes. The packages we are looking at, let me just see the amount here, 1 dry pint. So 4 dry pints of grape tomatoes. Then I'm doing 1 onion chopped.
Yep.
And 1 clove of garlic. And then just a ton of butter.
Good.
And that's the sauce.
You want to use grape versus regular tomato?
I like to use grape because it's a little bit sweeter.
Are they?
They are sweeter.
More flavor, right? I find smaller veggies, there's more flavor packed in.
They're incredibly flavorful. Now, what about you, Carl?
What else are we doing? A little bit of cheese. I got the fancy mozzarella. We're going to put on at the end for the breading. We're going to mix panko and the traditional breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Tons more parsley at the end. We've got the last of our basil from our garden. So I washed it, but it's a bit frozen already.
Yeah, we really took a beating. We're gonna have to bring it in today and see if we can save it.
Tonight's going below 0. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Took a bit of a beating, didn't it? That's okay.
Hild, is that you? Oh, I see you on there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is it colder where you are? Did you get frost yet?
We did get frost, but not last night.
Not last night.
We had it a couple of nights ago on one day where it promised me it was going to go down only to 2 degrees, but it didn't.
I haven't been sure how to get to work. I wanted to ride my bike, and then I'm like, oh, 5 degrees, I could do it. But then I saw the winds were like 30 to 50 kilometer an hour gusts.
That would kick you back.
Oh, I didn't want to do it.
No, thanks.
No, thanks.
A little bit too windy for that.
I'm not ready for this winter business.
I thought for sure last night the plants would still be okay, but we'll have to, like I said,
there was a few leaves that got
a little bit touched.
But this is touched.
Yeah.
So maybe what we're gonna do is start with the onions. So Carl.
So I have a little half left over. Do you want to just leave it and I can do your whole?
We need a whole onion anyway. We will use that onion for sure. Which Carl's gonna start by chopping the onion so that we can start sauteing the onion, because the first thing that I need to do for my sauce is saute the onion so that it's translucent. And then in go the tomatoes. Actually, the tomatoes could probably go in at the same time.
So you don't mash them or anything. You just let the heat do the work.
I let the heat do the work, and once the heat's done the work, then I blitz them
with my
handy dandy blitzer.
Blitz and fry.
Blitz and fry. Rudolph and blitzer.
If we need help,
I
tried to look it over, so I'm a little more prepared.
All right, well, that's amazing.
Than usual.
So I'm just only talking about my sauce right now, so I'm really excited to start.
I'm excited because it's going to be a combo. My chicken, your sauce.
I think it's going to be great.
It's a big party.
What's the oven at, Carl?
430, which is an odd amount.
Very specific.
I've never seen it. Yeah, it's always 450, 425, you know.
Yeah.
No, this time 430.
430.
432, exactly.
My God, it's so specific.
I mean, it's a pretty straightforward recipe. It just depends how much care you want to put in or extras.
How many people make chicken parm on the regular?
Anybody?
Anybody make,
Yes,
you do?
I have it often, yes.
Yeah.
Do you use panko or just a regular?
I use breadcrumbs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done it with the panko. I wondered if the tomato sauce would, make it soggy, but we shall see.
It'll make it a little bit soggy, but that's what's
That's the
good
point.
about it.
Yeah, you got melted cheese on there.
Lasagna on a piece of chicken.
Pretty much.
Chicanza.
How diced do you want these little?
That's pretty fine. That's fine. Carl. It
What's
doesn't
it?
have to be
Oh,
super
okay,
nice.
so I'm learning the terms now. So that's a julienne, right? When
Wow.
they're just like.
Small, like evenly cut pieces is julienne.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Ooh.
impressive.
Hey, see?
Very good.
I want to walk.
Hello.
Last week I was a mess. Becca carried me through the show.
We made it through. We
Yeah,
made it through in
fun.
the end for Halloween, our haunted Halloween.
That was a depressed Halloween.
Oh, no, that's all right. You're doing just fine this
Yeah.
week.
The whole thing, eh?
Yeah, the whole thing if possible. We'll just, that's okay. You can slow me up as much as you need to. And get her in and get her started and I'll come back for more.
That's it. I'll load you up.
Yeah, load me up and that's it. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna blitz it. It just has to be fine enough that it'll go
So you do that
translucent.
in the pan, eh?
I do it all in the pan. This is a one pan sauce.
And nothing else. I mean, what else would you put in? You could do mushrooms or something. wouldn't
Oh, sure. You could do mushrooms. You could do basil. You're gonna see me closing my eyes because here comes the onion juicy.
I guess now I'm immune, I think, because it never gets me. The shallots would be knocked to.
The shallots
Yeah,
knock me out. The
yeah.
onion's knocking me out. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I must have an allergy to onions.
That or it's like, it gets behind your glasses, I wonder.
And then it gets trapped behind my glasses. Insidious onion gas.
It is, oh, it is a gas, right?
Did it? Right in my eye.
So I like these little rougher.
Yeah, these little rougher cuts are perfect.
And
Does anybody use a chopper for onions or most people just chop them up with their knives?
Nice.
Knives?
that's the fun part. I like chopping.
Yeah, chopping is good. It's kind of therapeutic.
It
As
is.
long as you're not chopping off a body part, then you're fine.
Well, we
Right,
did that.
Carl?
We did that with the pork.
We did that.
That was weird.
Yeah, we
The
did.
pork skin.
Oh, gosh. There we go. So I'm gonna steal this away and I'll
Okay.
steal the camera with me while
Sure.
Carl is.
Let me chop some basil for you.
You know what? No, I'm good without the basil. I'm going just purist here. So in go the onions.
No
right off
basil,
the bat.
okay.
No basil right now in
No.
my sauce.
Now I gotta prepare the dry stuff in another bowl. I was gonna somehow put a hot pepper in here. Do you think this will ruin everything?
I think a hot pepper is really gonna.
Like a little in my wet. So. what do you-
No,
I'm going.
No.
this is Italian,
I
not
know, but look,
Mexican.
it's a beauty. We got some new fresh ones.
No.
No.
Oh, okay, fine. And no, none of that for us today. Well, I'll get the rest of my parsley ready before the dry stuff.
The first thing I'm doing is sweating these down a bit, and you can see with the heat, it's already pretty sweaty.
Sweaty?
Pretty sweaty, Betty.
Yeah.
All coming together here, which looks good. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my tomatoes. So I'll grab my tomatoes as I leave these for a moment.
Would you need garlic
Garlic?
in your sauce?
Yeah, I can use a little
I
bit of
got a
garlic
tiny
for
bit
sure.
left over.
Yeah,
I
throw it
always
in.
did too much.
I like garlic. Throw it right in there, Carl.
You're gonna get some parsley.
I'm looking for the lid now. Have you seen the lid to this thing?
Yep.
You have?
Well, here it is.
Okay, perfect. I'll just have it off to the side if
It's a
that's
bit big,
okay.
but
That's okay.
it'll do the trick.
We'll do it. We'll do it with the lid. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna check this. I like to putz around with my onions quite a lot to make sure that they don't burn. So you can see immediately all the moisture coming off the onion. And I love that because it makes a really nice smell
You know
in
what?
the kitchen. What's
I
that?
found these glass bowls and that's super pro because now everybody can see everything.
That's amazing,
We've been
Carl.
using
Good
those-
work.
Those plastic ones before.
That is fantastic.
So let's see, what do I need? What do I need?
What do you need, Carl?
It's down,
It's a mystery.
1 cup panko, half a cup of normal bread. So
All
let's see.
right. So while Carl's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and start dumping in my tomatoes.
I'm like a common room. Oh, okay. So like,
I have a variety of grape tomatoes here. I have a bigger size, a smaller size of grape tomatoes.
That they work, so. Side, they
Yeah,
have
they've
one.
got.
And that's only because I want lots of flavor.
Just gonna keep you guys
So
quiet.
immediately I'm going ahead to do this, putting this in here. And who makes their own sauce at home? Who makes their own tomato sauce? Anybody?
I do.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah, what do you usually put in it?
Garlic, onion,
Then I puree it.
You puree.
Yes,
Yeah, so
me
like it's
too.
really smooth.
That's right. I love a good puree.
Do you take the skin off the tomatoes? Like
I
if
don't.
you've got cherry tomatoes, you're not
I
gonna be
was
doing
wondering.
that.
Yeah,
I never do.
really?
I never do.
So it just comes off with the heat,
It
right?
comes off with the heat and then I blitz it right in with everything else.
You keep blitzing
Yeah.
everything.
I'm a blitzer. I keep everything. I know most people do take the skin off. I never do. But I'm also very strange. Sometimes I don't scale my fish.
Parmesan cheese,
what?
garlic powder, okay.
Pardon?
You don't scale your fish?
Sometimes. Depends on the kind of fish.
That's weird, hey?
It's just,
Oh.
Then you get scales on your fish.
yeah.
2 tablespoons.
Sometimes I do. It depends on the kind of fish. If it's a salmon, I scale it. But there's
Yeah.
some fish that I don't scale.
Oh, half cup Parmesan. Wow, this is gonna be pretty rich,
It's
eh?
gonna be really rich. Well, wait till you freak out with my sauce here. Look at the
Wow.
amount of butter I'm putting in.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Okay,
I am serious.
all right. It's a rich meal.
It is a very
It's getting
rich
cold
meal.
out. We need it. We need the calories,
Yeah,
right?
and the calories. I don't need the calories, Carl.
Yeah, yeah.
Carl needs the calories. It's
hard.
winter time and he is working outside.
Well, I'm gonna run tonight. We'll
He
see
is
how that
gonna run
goes.
tonight. That's great.
They said maybe even flurries tonight. Oh boy.
Oh, good lord. So you'll notice that I've dumped in pretty much a half a pound of butter here. This seems insane, but
That's
it's
a
very, very
massive
good.
block
You
of
don't
butter.
eat this sauce all at the same time. You use very little of this sauce. But the whole point of it is that it's a very rich sauce.
So 1 teaspoon garlic or onion powder. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put in a bit of both.
Yep. And what's that gonna do, Carl? Where's that going into the actual breading?
All the dry stuff together. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
A little bit just to make it easier, but
And
I'll
the,
mix it up.
The marinade, Carl, you said it's been sitting for 15 minutes, but it could sit for a day.
They said a day. That seems a bit long for
Does
me
seem a
for
bit long.
chicken, yeah. Good onion powder.
But I guess if you have it in the fridge, it would be all right.
Oh, that's solid.
Let's see,
We haven't used this in a while, eh?
what is it?
The onion powder.
All right, so I'm gonna cover this up and let it work. So as that's coming, I'm gonna come over here so everyone can see what is going on
Dry
here
stuff, yeah.
with you and the dry stuff.
All right.
So what is going on, Carl? I don't know if I've gotten it in there in the
Real mix of brown dry ingredients here.
brown dry ingredients. Seems appetizing.
Yeah, so we're gonna mix that up. You want a whiskey?
Sure, we can whisk it. Here we
There you
go. I'll whisk while Carl's doing his thing. Get it
I
all
mean-
mixed in. Boy, that's a very strong smell.
That's the onion and the garlic powder.
Yeah.
So
What happens now?
now I'm supposed to fry. So how do you want to do this? You want to wait a bit and do your sauce?
I'm gonna have to wait a bit for my sauce for sure. We don't have another, no, we don't,
I
eh?
mean, we could fry, just if I fry them now.
Yeah.
You think it's like too soon?
Maybe. So my sauce needs about 5-10 minutes. So
That's
maybe my sauce needs like a
You want me
few,
to crank it?
crank it a little bit for me, Carl. Crank that sauce. We'll beat the heck out of that sauce soon, but
Yeah.
yes. So you don't want to pre-bread it and put it on the tray too soon, hey?
I feel like we should kind of try to time things.
You got it. So you hear that, folks? It is very time-sensitive meal, which is important.
Maybe, it won't be as crispy, I feel, if we take it out and just let it sit.
Well, you're the master of crispiness. You were making that, what is it
Schnitzel,
called? Schnitzel
schnitzel.
last time.
Yeah.
Turned out beautiful, didn't it?
That was a scary show. I was all by myself.
All by himself.
You called in for moral support,
I did, and then I got kicked off because I was in the cottage,
and then I was just staring at the camera like a deer in the headlights.
like a deer in the headlights. That sounds like us.
We're only good as a team, I think.
Oh, we are great as a team. Here we go, Carl. Anything else we can do to prep while we're waiting?
That's about it.
That's about it.
So that's good. We could have got the dried mozzarella, but you know what? Treat yourself sometimes.
Treat
eh?
yourself.
It wasn't
I
too
love
much
that.
more. And that's gonna go on at the very end, eh?
Perfect.
Then we bake it.
Do you have
So
to slice that up?
I will.
Okay.
We'll get there.
I was gonna say, maybe.
That's it. We'll take it sleazy. I may start dipping these. We'll see how your sauce is.
Take it sleazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this show?
It's sleazy.
It's not cooking late at night, Carl. It's not the after show. The late show. It's not late show.
That's how.
Here we go.
Want to pop it?
Yeah,
Well, so
Take a
that's
peek
just
around.
butter and tomatoes at the moment.
at the moment. So now I'm gonna just smush things down just a touch.
This is a real like basic sauce.
This is super basic, just the way I like
No
it.
salt, no pepper.
No salt, no pepper. There's
Great.
enough salt in the butter that I don't need to worry
That's
about
true.
that.
That's true. And I did put some pepper in my.
The pepper, I want your flavors to come through in
Yeah,
all of your
there's some
things,
pepper
so
in
I'm
the-
not flavoring this as much, and I'm
the
letting
marinade.
your actual Parmesan speak for itself
Some
here.
more butter.
Some more butter, I think we're okay.
Hot pepper maybe.
No, we'll pass on the hot
Come
pepper. He
on.
loves the hot pepper, hey? It just
Come on.
never ends with the hot pepper, although he does have his parsley this week, friends.
Yes.
He has his parsley.
I
which is
was,
a good
I was
thing.
looking for the fancy one. They didn't have it. The
The flat
Italian.
leaf Italian parsley, yeah.
I think it's a sharper taste.
A sharper taste, yeah.
You want this set up?
Sure, yeah, you can set that up for me, that would be great. And I will dump this into a bowl after, Carl, if we have another bowl like that, I can dump it into the bowl so that you can have this right away for your frying.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
So when I blitz, I will blitz in here and make a hot mess.
We'll put some on.
No blitzing allowed. That's looking good. Bubbling away.
Yeah, maybe I can find the right size lid for you. We're
So
gonna need
I'm
it for
starting
when we
to,
fry.
just because I want this process to go a little bit faster, I am starting to use the back of the label just to break things down a little bit. The reason why I do this is because if you don't and your tomatoes explode while you're blitzing, it's really gonna hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're gonna get sprayed and it's gonna hurt. So my hot tip before you're gonna blitz, hot tip, break your tomatoes before you blitz them.
Yeah,
That's right, you do not wanna get burned
before you blitz.
before you blitz. And you just do that by taking a large flat implement and pressing down, or you can use whatever you like.
So I'm not sure if this pot will work on our induction oven. Let's have it.
You're gonna have a go,
Yeah, I don't know.
give it a try, see what happens.
I'll put the old hand on the pan test.
Yeah, you let me know how that works for you.
Let's get warm.
Is it? What's wrong?
My hand's on fire.
Yeah, oh, well, don't burn your hand, my dear.
That's almost like cream sauce. at
It
the
is a
moment,
cream
eh?
sauce, yeah.
Oh, you are doing it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it had its own sauce recipe, but Becca was like, nope, I'm gonna make my own sauce my way.
I love my sauce my way.
Yeah. And then it's good, you know, we bring our own,
Bring your own backstory.
skills, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you guys are talking about my skills here.
That's not a bad thing, Carl. They're the experts.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. All right, let's see what you got
It's
here.
kind of sticky.
What do you think, Carl?
I almost want to just get my hands in there.
Well, you
Yeah.
can. You don't need to use tongs. I mean, you can put, you wash your hands, you're okay to go. I'm not fussed. I get my
don't
hands
know.
into
It's not
everything.
really sticking so well.
All right, so this is coming together.
I mean, can I go back for a second dip?
Maybe, I would.
Would you double dip it?
Yep.
You can double dip it if you've got an egg on a plate and you can dip it.
Oh, another egg.
bread it and bread it again.
Okay, let's double dip. I might even just, let's get messy. There we go. Oh yeah, that's working much better. Nice and crispy.
Sounds good, Carl.
And there's a lot of garlic in this, the wet ingredients here as well.
Okay, so that'll bring a nice
I
flavor.
smell it.
Is it sharp? Is it burning your nose to the point
Oh,
of
it's the
burning?
best, it's the best. Garlic and parsley, that's the ticket, you know?
They are pretty good. Yeah, I have to turn this down lower because my sauce is just cooking right off
How's it
here.
looking? Do you want to show it?
Well, I will before we take a peek before we go ahead and blitz it. You can see the little pieces of parsley in there.
Yeah. How's my oil?
Your oil is good. Your oil is, it's not
Bubbling?
spinning or anything.
Yeah, let me add another egg.
Yeah, do it.
Let's egg it up. Oh, yeah, the extra egg, that's the ticket. Thank you, Ellen.
All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this off.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start blitzing. Now, the key for blitzing is that you do not want, number one, to blitz when something is super duper hot. So I'm gonna give it a minute.
I never heard blitz before. Did you make it up?
No, blitz is a real word. Now that I can
I would say
contest.
blending,
is
right?
Blitzing.
Blending. Blitz blend.
Blitz blend. I blitz. So when I do this, when I do use the blender to blitz, what I am gonna do is
So many B words.
so many B words all of the time.
Blitz blending with Becca.
I like that. That can be my new show. But honestly, when I'm using it, I like to make sure that it is fully like immersed. So I don't ever want to leave the top of the blender out because it'll just spray all over me. That's the other thing. I'm sure most of you are aware of that, but it's just like a tip that I always share, just in case you've never used a hand blender before. Make sure that thing's fully immersed because it does not feel good to have stuff.
Oh, if you pull it out too fast?
Yeah.
This is
Flying on
great.
your face.
Somehow it was perfect. Look, nothing left in either bowl. That was
Oh,
great.
that is great.
I love when a recipe actually works out and you're
That
not
is
left over with
fantastic.
anything.
It is, it's great.
Okay. Wash out my eggy hands. Want to come over here?
Sure I
Yeah,
do.
let's switch spots because I'm ready to fry.
All right, if you're ready to fry, then I will come this way. Ooh, but this is hot, so I don't want to put it on the
Let me
cover.
get you.
All right.
Right.
I'm gonna just pour this over into here.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that, all done, so. And then I'll move that onto here so that it doesn't burn anything. There we are. And then I can go ahead
Becca,
and-
I have a 2-cup measure, and I find it is the perfect size for the wand blenders
Oh,
because-
yeah, so
because
great.
you then get, you know, a high level of ingredient and not so much spraying.
Absolutely, and that is really wise, Hild. Carl, do you want to take that with you to show how you are frying?
Yeah, we'll get shots of both.
Okay, super duper hot. So I'm just going ahead. And what you can do with a sauce like mine is you can also sieve it. So you can sieve it or you can cheesecloth it if you're really, really worried. Like if people are don't like bits and bobs in their sauce, you can sieve it or cheesecloth it if you wish. I don't mind a few bits and bobs. I'm a pretty big fan of bits and bobs. Yeah, bits, bobs, and blitzing, popping along.
Now they're opening the East End.
Honest about deep frying. I don't know, since we had
The fire,
the fish and chips.
the fish and chips.
What was that? We were caught, right?
It wasn't a fire officially.
No, but it was scary.
It was a lot of hot oil and a lot of smoke.
In there that I could drop in.
So here we are.
Not
going
so
through.
many this time.
It's gonna crack the window.
Carl's cracking the window, bringing oxygen to the fire.
Timing and stuff.
So it says 4 to 5 minutes per side.
Central station or-
Right, so why don't we bring this over so that you can, while I'm,
Oh yeah, that's.
yeah, that's good. All right, let's get this on there.
Sure thing.
How do I make it go down?
I gotcha.
Okay, Carl's gonna take care of that, and I'm gonna continue to blitz. 3 minutes left, so it's like a time game.
Per side, right? So-
First side. Okay. I'm gonna take a taste of my sauce and see what it needs, because sauce always needs something. So let's see here. Taste the sauce.
3 minutes. How's it?
It's good.
Is it?
Maybe a little bit of salt.
That's beside you there, the big boy. Wow, that's like a, what's that? Vodka color. What is that? You know the vodka
Yeah,
sauce?
vodka sauce.
Is there actually vodka in it?
In the sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be.
Here, this will help too.
Oh yeah, get that out of there. We definitely don't want that. All right, no. That's good for me now. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a purist. Go get a spoon, you can taste some.
I trust you.
Okay,
I trust you 100%.
it's not spicy. It's mild.
Oh, I know.
It's mild.
You know what? It can't always be spicy, right?
Can't always get what you want, can you, Carl?
That's the story of my life.
But if you try, what can you get, Carl?
Okay, yes, no.
Oh, I was gonna say, but if you try, you can get what you need, and you're singing I can't get no satisfaction. You are just leaving me out to dry.
I forgot the lyrics.
You can get what you need.
It's Rolling Stones, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I'm happy with
So
that.
you're done.
I'm done.
We're getting
That's
there.
the sauce, complete.
Would you mind chopping up some
Sure.
of the mozzarella?
I would,
Here's
not.
another cutting board if you need one. Are you okay with that
I'm
one?
okay with this one.
Let's get your plate.
Sure. And how fine do you want your matzo?
It's gotta melt. And
Oh,
we're
it's
gonna
gotta melt,
bake it.
okay.
So when you, I know,
Pretty fine, okay, yeah. So we're gonna cut these into fine slices here, so that they can melt. Yes?
Beth and I are really worried that your blender is going to tip over your bowl.
Oh, sure, I can take that out,
Oh.
sure thing.
We're getting stressed here.
Yeah, let's solve that problem right
I
away.
did it on purpose.
Thank you for mentioning, I moved it out of the way, all done. Thank you for that, honestly. There we go, so I'm gonna start to set the mozzarella aside on the plate now that we've saved the sauce. I'll put it over here. And they're not perfect, but they are nice, even pieces so that they'll melt evenly.
Yeah.
This is pretty nice, Carl,
Yeah,
this
we've
cheese.
got the good stuff. right?
Yeah, the good stuff.
Oh,
It's
look at
beautiful matzah.
that. And I'm about ready to flip. I'm gonna show you guys.
Okay, let's
golden-
see the golden flip.
Golden brown. Let's look at actually, I've never done such a good job.
Wow, that's great.
Perfect.
It's funny what patients will do, huh? And they tell you, don't move your meat around too much. That's another hot tip.
Don't move your meat.
Once you put in like a steak or something like that, put it in and leave it alone.
Actually, that's very important when you're grilling things as well.
Yeah. Yeah, don't move it around too much because if you start,
If you're gonna move anything, I move the pan around because sometimes you get uneven cooking and then I'll just spin the pan, you know?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're good. Let's set another timer.
There we go. And one more slice I think I can get out of this.
3:30. Wow, we're doing excellent.
Awesome. Amazing. Those are looking great, Carl. So crispy.
See, I think that's the panko.
Yeah, that looks like the panko. And then how long, what happens after that, once they're fried,
So we
Carl?
fry them 4 to 5 minutes per side. Place chicken on prepared baking tray.
Oh, wow.
Dish and top each breast with about 1/3 cup of sauce.
Okay.
Top each chicken breast with 2 to 3 slices of mozzarella and 2 tablespoons Parmesan. Sprinkle with basil or parsley. So I've got some parsley ready for you.
He's got it ready.
If you don't want the onions in there.
I don't care
pull them
about the
out.
onions. I like onions, so
Forget the basil for now.
Forget
We're
the
just gonna
basil.
do parsley.
I'm just gonna eat the sauce
Yeah,
because
well,
I like the
that's a
sauce.
little more than we needed, I think. So feel free.
little more for
feel
my
free,
face.
Yeah. So maybe I can bring the tray over.
Yeah, sure. bring
And
it in.
let's get that up.
Of course. So we will move this up. So I'll move the sauce up.
We bake for 15-20 minutes until cheese is kind of bubbling. I'm not
Perfect.
sure if we'll show that, but I'll have it in the YouTube video.
It'll
anyway.
definitely be there so you can see it.
I also filmed my prep earlier with the marinade, so I'll put that
Wonderful.
in the intro.
That'll be great too.
May as well use all this oil.
Get it going. How much longer on that, Carl?
1.5 minutes.
Minute and a half, okay.
All right, we're
You
ready.
ready,
I'm gonna bring
Sleazy?
it up. Yeah.
All right, here we are.
I'm gonna bring it.
Oh, you're gonna bring it over there? That's okay, I should have had that ready for us. Oh, what's happening? This thing just wants to. I hold the wrong way, always.
It was going berserker, eh?
It did go berserker. It was mad at me.
So nothing's melting.
Nope, good to go,
I'm gonna
sir.
pull these out. Okay, there's one. Oh,
Crispy
gosh, look
town.
at these. Look at these.
Wow. They are gorgeous.
Almost a little too overdone on the bottom side, but it's not black. I mean, it's not
No,
burned.
it's fine. So we'll take that away.
Yep.
So the first thing we put on is the sauce.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go with the sauce. Here it
Sauce it
comes.
up.
You ready for the cheese, Carl? I'll sauce it up. You do the
You
cheese.
sauce, all cheese.
Saucy sauce.
The old sauce and cheese.
The old sauce and cheese. So that's our third of a
Knock
cup.
on wood, but like everything's going a little too smooth.
I know,
What's
everything's
gonna
going
happen?
really well right
Oven's
now.
gonna blow up or something.
Don't say that. Here we are. and it
That's looking great. Let's cheese.
Looks
Let's
good.
cheese.
So Carl's gonna cheese his eye sauce.
It's like, what a color, eh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What a color. Oh, don't sauce me.
I won't sauce you.
Okay.
And, oh, I won't sauce you. I promise. I promise.
This is great.
There we are. Beautiful. Really well done.
And we're gonna sprinkle with parsley after. Oh, got any cheese left? This guy's a little lonely. Maybe not a little bit
A
there.
bit here,
I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna sprinkle
a
it.
little bit each. Yeah. Here we go. And that's looking beautiful.
Do you think we should have greased the pan? Or is there enough grease?
I think there's probably enough grease where you came from.
where you came from.
Well, I mean, where the chicken was. I don't mean you, Carl. I think you're greasy enough, Carl.
Oh,
Don't add more grease. Oh, no.
Okay, and then yeah,
This?
we'll just do a little sprinkle.
Okay.
Not too much, you know.
Sprinky, sprinky.
Oh,
Rinky
that's the
dinky.
best part, eh?
I love the sprinkies.
That's the best part. And the garnish.
Yes. Here we go.
Okay, put it in the oven.
Beautiful. There we are.
Okay, somehow we're done.
And there's your pre-oven bonanza.
Yeah.
And in it goes. I will follow him.
So right
You
here.
can see
It's
the
looking
colors.
good. You know,
Looking good.
what a nice spin on the sauce here.
There
Okay.
we go. In the oven for how long, Carl?
15, 20 minutes.
At 430 degrees.
431.6 degrees.
431.6. Sounds really specific.
I don't get it. but-
Science.
So I say for 15, so we can check it and then leave it for the extra 5 in case it's too hot.
Amazing. Amazing.
Some ovens go a bit big, eh?
Mhm.
Let me try some of this crazy sauce.
I like it.
Hold on a sec.
I think it's gonna be too mild for Carl.
No, there's something to a basic, like tasty, fresh sauce. Those tomatoes,
Yeah, those
Zesty.
tomatoes are great.
they're zesty.
Yeah, but
Somehow we didn't forget any ingredients.
we
this
didn't, and
week.
it's in like Flynn.
Yeah, in my fleet.
Wow.
We are good to go.
That's it. Yeah, we'll show the finished one later.
We certainly will. So 15 minutes.
Let's talk about what we can do for baking or dessert.
Yeah, maybe next week. Does
Next
anybody have any suggestions for baking?
People keep bringing up banana breads and stuff, but I don't know. That's not so interesting, is it?
What would you like to try?
Yeah, let's see. Some suggestions.
Strudel.
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 We can make our own whipped cream too.
Oh my God, yes. So strudel. So we'll look up for strudel next week. It should be super duper fun.
Is that usually apple
Pastry.
or
Can be any,
Pears
anything.
cherry? Cherry
or,
seeds.
or pear strudel, apples and pears.
Apples and pears.
Is
That
that
sounds
seasonal? Oh, apples are always around. Apple pear is a good combo. I like
Yeah,
it.
I love it. I
I
love
like
it. So we'll go for that next week. Looking forward to it. And thank you all for coming this week.
Yeah.
It was lovely to have you.
Somehow just everything went perfect.
Wow.
Let's see.
Things are tightening up around here
Yeah, I told
after
you.
Halloween.
It was amazing.
Professionals, and soon we're gonna do a cooking tour. Carl and Becca.
In Frankfurt.
Blitzing with Becca.
Blitzing with Becca in Frankfurt and Bethlehem.
A lot of bees.
I don't know what other people.
Berlin.
Berlin. Yeah, I guess that's better than Bethlehem. Not that they're
Carl in Copenhagen.
Anyway, great to see you.
all right. Thanks for coming, friends.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Looking
Yeah,
good. Bye.
take care.